Hello, everybody. I am live. Hello, hello, hello. It's been, I don't know, almost a week since I've been live or done anything like this. So, thank you all for supporting my channel, for foremost. I really appreciate it. And thanks for all your comments on everything. I really appreciate it. My life has been super busy since my son has gotten out of school. So, I'm doing my live today from my porch because, yeah, because I have to, because my son's outside and everything else. So we're going to do that. And I am going to recline my chair. Give me a second. Okay, much better. Hello, thank you for coming in. So it's just been, I've been super busy. And my son is throwing a fit, so I don't know how long this is going to take. Or this is going to be, but I'm going to try. So, so yeah, it's Rant Wednesday, and I thought I would give you a little rant and talk about what's going on in my life. So, this past week, has been interesting, to say the least. The weather is still not warm here in Ohio. It is cold, it is nasty, and today is the first day that I have seen the sun since God knows when. The weather has just been really cold, really rainy, really nasty. So, with that being said, I hope my tomatoes make it, but I don't know if they will or not. My son is throwing a fit. That's nice. I don't know what he's doing, but so anyway, I had lots of issues today with multiple things that are going on in my life. And the one thing is our insurance. Remember, I told you a while back that our insurance, like, they wanted to charge us because we got a new car. They wanted to charge us an astronomical amount for our car insurance. My husband and I both have an exceptional amount of credit. Like, we are great as far as that is concerned. And they wanted to charge us close to $200 a month for car insurance on two vehicles and a vehicle that is stored, basically. They had to put it in storage. And so we were kind of not happy with that. So we wanted to switch to something else. Give me 1 second. Hello? Yeah. Yes. Yes. I thought so too. Thank you. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, my son is going berserk in the background. Hello, thank you for coming in. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, so make sure you give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. So they wanted to charge us close to $200 a month. I just got a brand new Subaru. It's a Wilderness Forester. And typically we don't buy brand new vehicles, but we wanted to have something last for a long time because we don't want to have to keep fixing vehicles and all of that. Well, chillin', I haven't got there yet, so maybe I'll address that and maybe I won't. So anyway, my son is flipping out because his bubble machine is not working. I put bubbles in it and he's flipping out. So anyway, more cold air in June is coming, I heard. Oh, great. Can't wait for that. So anyway, so, okay, we found another insurance, which is Buckeye, which is in the state of Ohio. It's supposed to be like this local insurance. Well, chillin', I don't care if you watch or not. I'm not here because, oh, chillin', you're just the best, and all of my content is targeted to you. Bye. Okay, so, anyway. So we went through Buckeye, which is an insurance agency in the state of Ohio. And because they're local, they're supposed to have lower prices because they're not doing the entire United States. They're just doing local insurance, which is cool. They're supposed to have lower insurance. So we went with them, and it was going to be $116 a month. I still think that's high because we were paying only $67 a month for all three vehicles than what we had before. Okay. So anyway, we agreed to 116. We're like, okay, so we did get a brand new car. Okay, so that's fine. So anyway, a month went by. We paid our 116, and a month went by, and they didn't take the money out of my account, the 116. I just got a weird $10 taken out of my account. I got a Subaru Forester. It's a brand new Subaru Forester. It's a wilderness edition. It's really nice. All-wheel drive, so it's really great in the snow, and it's probably rated, I think it's rated like one of the top safety vehicles around. So, okay. And my husband really likes it because it's kind of a macho car. It's all black, and there's like some gold accents and stuff on it, and he just thinks it's the coolest. So, anyway, $10 was taken out of my account for this month, and I thought that was super weird because it's supposed to be $116. And I thought, well, are they just like checking like my account to see? I don't know. I didn't understand it. Now, I go with a broker. Okay. This broker has been in my family for years, ever since I was a little kid. The broker used to come out to my mom and dad's house when I was like a little kid. So I know him. I've known him all my life. So anyway, recently he's had health problems, and he has switched the company like over to his son. And his son is just not adequate. His son is unbelievable. His son is a liar. So anyway, got the like, okay, so they got $10 taken out of our account, and I thought that was super strange. So Saturday, it was like the weekend when I figured it out, and they're not open on the weekends. So I emailed him on Saturday, and I said, hey, I'm letting you know this is really strange. They only took $10 out of my account, and I think that's really weird. It's supposed to be like $116. Monday comes around, I never get a phone call, nothing. So Monday I called, and I said, hey, I emailed you on Saturday. I figured you guys wouldn't be in. Yes, Shawnee, I have more. So I'm like, hold on one second. My son is just being unreal. Hey, knock it off. Hey, look at me. Do you want something to drink or something? Would you like something to drink? I can't fix your bubble machine if you broke it. Sorry, guys. He's like flipping out. I got all these bubble machines, and then I got this one bubble machine. I put batteries in it, and it still didn't work. So he's like flipping out. Yeah, I'm a mom. Can you tell? Okay. So I had more bubbles. So I gave him another thing of bubbles, and it has the wand in it, but that's not good enough. It has to be a machine where it's just constantly spewing out bubbles. Anyway. Yeah. And he's got all these toys out here. The only thing he wants to do is bubbles. Oh, that was the sound of a goat. Well, it could have been. I'm old, so I'm an old goat. Okay, so anyway, the insurance company didn't take the money out. So Monday, I call him. I said, hey, I'm letting you know. Oh, get this. Okay, so our previous insurance sent us a bill for $138.66. And we were seriously only with that company. We agreed, but we're only with that company. And they never gave us a quote for like 2 days before not even a week. Probably not even a week before we switched to the other insurance. So, are you okay? Yeah, I know. Yeah, bubble machine drama too. It's so annoying. Yeah, and then what the thing is like he likes to leave his bubbles outside, and he leaves them out and he doesn't pick them up. So when it rains or it gets cold or whatever, then the batteries don't work anymore, and then we're on endless supply of batteries. My son is autistic, so he doesn't know how to pick up his toys. He's just unreal. So I deal with it. So anyway, I call on Monday and I spoke to his son. Okay, so I spoke to his son and he's like, I don't really know what's going on here. I'm gonna get in touch with them and then I will get back in touch with you by the end of the day. End of the day comes, he never calls me. The next day comes, he never calls me. And it's Wednesday and he still hasn't called me. And instead, I got an email. I got an email from a guy that I do not know that has all the information in it from our previous insurance and from the current insurance that we currently have. Okay? So he proceeds to tell me that the insurance was actually $126 or something like that. And he's just doing this because I'm on the phone. So give me 1 second, guys. Okay, welcome to the inside of my house. Okay. So what happened is it was $126. They quoted us $116. So what happened was instead of taking the $126 out, they just took out 10. Okay. All right. That still doesn't make any sense. So now we owe the other insurance company $139.66. How does that make sense? Doesn't that sound like a scam? Okay, so then I get the email and it's from some guy that I don't even know, that I have never even spoke to. Now, the son told us that he was going to call me back. He never called me back. And then I get a weird email from some guy that I never even knew existed. Oh, I was so pissed. I was livid. I was angry. Not to mention, I'm going to have to pay a bill of $139.66 to a company that I never even had the insurance of. Like, we never had the insurance. We switched. We got quoted from a different insurance company. And yeah, so the whole thing is screwed up. Not to mention, I emailed his dad. I didn't email him. And his dad has never gotten back in touch with me. So I'm furious. I've known these people, except for his son. I've known him all of my life since I was a little kid. The guy would come to my house. Not to mention he has our house insurance. He has our car insurance. He has my annuities with him because I trust this man. I've known him all my life. So I'm a little pissed, as you would say, about this whole deal. Hello, Teacher Melissa. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Yes, it is 100% sketchy. And I told my husband, I said, we're pulling everything from him and we're finding another insurance company. I'm not dealing with this any longer. There has just been issues with him from the get-go. We had another insurance company that refused to give us a new roof. And we protested it and we had new people come out and take a look. It was like deeper within the insurance agency, come out and take a look at our roof, and they still wouldn't insure us. Like, it wouldn't, they wouldn't insure us our roof, so we had to get a new roof. And then finally they dropped us. And I'm like, why did they drop us? We never made a claim. Like, they've never done anything for us. So anyway, I've just had nothing but problems with this insurance company, and I'm about ready to rip my hair out because I am tired of the crap. I'm like, and then, okay, so he did something super shady a while back, but I let it go. So we were waiting for our new homeowner's policy. We were waiting for the policy because we were switching from the old company that dropped us to our new company. And we were waiting for that policy so we could sign it. Okay. And I need to sit down and rest my arm. Give me 1 second. My son is still screaming, so give me a break. So anyway, he's driving me nuts today. So we had to wait for this paperwork. So I emailed him. I'm like, we have not got that paperwork yet. And I'm one of those people that I like to have everything sent through the mail. I know it takes longer, but then I have the actual paperwork in my hand because typically we don't print anything out. It all stays on the web. It all stays in the email. And I like to actually have a physical piece of paper in my hand so I can read it, so I can read the policy. I'm probably one of those weird people that actually read policies. So I asked him to mail it to us. I said, please mail it to us. It never came. It was weeks and weeks and we never got it. So I called him and I said, we never got that policy in the mail. And he's like, oh, that's so strange because on my end, it's showing that they sent it. And I'm like, that's interesting. But I wonder if it got lost in the mail. That never happens. Okay. Things like that never happen here. We never get stuff lost in the mail. We get stuff delivered to the wrong address because our telephone pole has our address on it and it's way over there. So sometimes our neighbors get our Amazon packages, but typically we never get things lost in the mail. It never usually happens. So I thought, well, that's kind of weird that particular policy. So anyway, a day later, my husband goes out there to check the mailbox and it's in our mailbox. It has a stamp on it, but it never went through the mail. It never went through the mailing process. He stuck it in our mailbox. Never went through the mailing process. It didn't have any of the mailing stamps on it to prove that it went through the mailing system. The guy was so shady, he knew and forgot, and then he snuck it in our mailbox. Yeah. So he did stuff like that, but now he's just blatantly lying. He is a weasel. I am so angry. And I'm not usually an angry person. This has just got me so ticked off. So we're going to look for another insurance broker. I have annuities with this guy. This guy has some of my money. And he's lying. So I got to find another place to put my money and I got to find another insurance company because he is obviously not doing it for us anymore. At one point we had another rental house and it wasn't with him. It was with somebody else. Yes, Kathleen, I agree. I agree with you. So a while back we had a rental property. It was our old house and we didn't want to sell it. We just wanted to rent it out. It was it's in the hood and it was, but after a while, we didn't want it anymore, but we rented it out for about a year before when we bought this house. And so, we had issues with the insurance company then, but I was raging pregnant and I was angry and furious at them. So I called the woman and I blew up on her and I felt horrible for doing that. But I'm you guys, I have been with this company, my parents and stuff have been with this company for 50 years. You guys need to get your shit together. I was really angry over the phone. But now I'm just thinking that maybe this place is just not what we thought it was. Not what we thought it was going to be. I don't know. But anyway, just completely and utterly frustrating. My son can see me and he knows I'm on the phone, so he continues to scream because I'm not giving him my attention. This is why I don't go live that much unless I know he's sleeping. So sorry guys, this is my life. So anyway, I was just really furious and I had to vent that because I'm this guy is a total weasel. I'm tired of dealing with his rigmarole. Why? First of all, it was completely unprofessional that you didn't call me back. You didn't call me back and you sent some office guy that I have never heard of. I've been in his office multiple times. I've never seen this guy in my life. And you sent some office guy to send me an email like a weasel because you didn't want to call me because you knew I was going to be angry. You quoted me $116. Now, granted, it's not that big of a difference in price, $126 or something like that, but you quoted me $116. That's your fault. That's not mine. So I better still be insured because I tell you what, buddy, if I'm not and I get in a car accident with my new car and it can't be fixed, I'll be suing your ass. So that is how I feel about that. Thanks for listening to my rant. But anyway, I also, on the other hand, I have some really, really great news. Okay, so my garden's doing really well. my side gardens are doing really well. Everything's doing really good. It's just the weather sucks. It's been really super cold. And this is like the first day I wore capris. Like yesterday, I wore capris and a tank top and I was freezing. I'm like, I need to change. This is ridiculous. This is June. It doesn't really get over 70 degrees and it's been super windy. And then before today, it's just been a raining mess. So, anyway, I've been super busy on the phone, talking to Tammy because Tammy is such a saint. If you guys don't know who Rebel Canners is, you definitely need to get to know her because she is an amazing person. She's my really good friend, and she knows more about me than most people in my life. And she really knows a lot about me because she's doing my genealogy for me. So I had spoke about it a while back that I was adopted, and I was looking for my birth parents, right? So I'm looking for my birth parents, but I didn't have much to go on and I didn't have much information. So this process has been amazing. At first, I didn't know what to do because I didn't have Tammy in my life at that point in time. And I did a 23andMe DNA test. And since I did that test, I have came across multiple people that could be in line to be my relatives. I had contacted one. Her name was Melissa, and then she connected me with her family. She is my second cousin, and then I met other people that were also my second cousin. And then goes down the line. So I've met some really awesome people. Then I've met like one person that could be my first cousin. And then I met another person that could be my second cousin. And so then, and you know, it just goes down the line. By the way, 23andMe is being sued or something like that, or they're filing bankruptcy. But to be quite honest, I didn't do anything else with them. I just did the DNA test. They do like genetic testing for diseases and weird stuff like that. And I didn't do anything like that. I just did the DNA part of it. So every day, I guess I get new DNA people added to my list of people that could potentially be related to me. But I never checked because after a while of searching and stuff, it got so complicated, I stopped looking because I was just getting so frustrated. Some of my family members have split families and there's like 8 brothers and sisters, but this one belongs to this one and this one belongs to that one, and they're my half cousins or something like that. So it just got super frustrating, and it got like, I don't know these people, so it got really frustrating, and like I didn't know what I was doing. Like I got to the point where I'm like, this person's related to this person, that means that person, you know, and I couldn't do it anymore. So I gave it a break for a while. And now I'm full on back into it. I am going to apply for my original birth certificate, which in Ohio, now they're an open adoption state, which I knew this, but I thought I was going to have to like drive to Columbus to get that information. Apparently I can go to my local courthouse and get that information, which I didn't know. There's nothing wrong with my son, by the way. He is just throwing a tantrum, so give me a second. So, hey. It's good to see you, Howie. Thanks for coming in. Yes, I am. And so I did find out that I am like third cousins to Loretta Lynn. And I love to sing, and singing has always been my thing, and music has always come really, really natural to me. So I do have other relatives, and I thought it was really funny. One of my relatives, their last name is actually Music, Musick. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So anyway, Tammy had did some more genealogy stuff for me and found out that I'm related to the Hatfields, from the Hatfields and McCoys. And I thought that was really, really interesting. And I found out some more information from that. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. So I immediately watched the Hatfields and McCoys because I just wanted to know. I wanted to know more stuff about them, even though I know that those shows are kind of partially fiction. I know, but it still got me very interested. And I really want to go to the Hatfield Cemetery. I want to take a look. I want to look around. And it's like 4.5 hours for me. It's totally doable. Totally doable. And I want to do that. And I want to do that for myself. I just think it's so cool. So I found out that Valentine Hatfield is like one of my great uncles. So kind of cool. So anyway, I just thought that was super cool. And so Loretta Lynn is a part of my family. I just spoke to somebody last night who told me, yeah, my mom lived. It was so funny because she's from Tennessee, so I could just hear her accent. I wasn't talking to her on the phone. I was like messaging her, so I could just hear her accent. She's like, yeah. She's like, my mama lived on the hill with her, and it just made me so freaking happy. Like I was like, this is cool. This is cool. So I was talking to some of my relatives, and it's just really interesting to find out all this stuff about me, and it means a lot to me, you know. And I also kind of found out that I'm kind of related to Tammy um, in a distant like family thing. So she's like, Mammy, she's like, maybe I'm supposed to do this. This is part of God. This is what God wants me to do because we're related. I found out that we are related, and this is not a coincidence. And I kind of believe that it's not a coincidence. Like things happen for a reason. So I just thought that was super cool, and I wanted to share that with you guys. And I might be sharing more of my adoption stories and the things that I come across in the future. But it's just super interesting to find out this stuff like about me. Like, and I was so cool because I'm really into Civil War stuff, and I found out that Hatfields were in the Civil War, and I just found out some like really, really, really cool information, stuff that I didn't know was a part of my life, and I've always been into history, and I've always been really super into that. And just to find out that I like have family that was a part of that is super cool. Super cool to me anyway. So I had to go back and watch 2 times speed because I'm late. Oh, okay. Thank you, Happy Mac, for being here. Sorry, I was just chatting it up too, and I didn't see everything that was going on in the chat either. So thank you all. I have adopted earthling creatures, big and small. Oh, I love you, Howie. I absolutely love you. So it's just very interesting to me, all this stuff. And we've been trying to find my birth mom and my birth parents. What's funny is I don't really have a lot of information about my dad. And so this information is coming across about my dad and stuff like that and who I'm related to. And it was so funny because a while back, I used to call Skinner from Skinner Farms my cousin. And I have a lot of Skinners on my family tree. And it's so funny because he's from Indiana, and I have a lot of ancestors from Peru, Indiana. So I thought that was kind of funny, and that's why I've always called him my cousin. And so I was looking up, I'm like, I have like 5 or 6 Skinners, my 3rd and 4th cousins in my family tree. So I thought that was kind of cool. Whether or not I'm related to him or not is a different story. But but yeah. So anyway, I have got to get going. My son is making a fit, and my husband is home, and I got to get moving. But I want to share this wonderful information with you. And hopefully I'll get some more shorts out there, and you can see some more beautiful pictures of my garden. And my peonies are blooming, and I'm so excited about that. I love each and every one of you. So thank you all for coming in and hanging out with me and listening to my BS and just listening to my stories. I really appreciate it. We'll see you all again, and I'll go live again real soon. I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.